Huh?
Hey, maybe the normal gene would be those ladies
that normal to be gay.
That cut their cocks into vaginas.
No, if you're looking to make it in standard television, you're not going the right route.
No.
You're not going the right route here.
Once I get on Hulu.
You're not sending this tape to CBS, are you?
No, once I get on Hulu, the whole act changes.
I got a heavy foot.
There's a real stream of consciousness thing happening here.
It's called conversation.
That you're lazy. I think you've read 6 books in your life.
I've read 6.
6. What kind of a woman would be attracted to you, do you think?
Well, I have a lot of money.
Norm Macdonald has this weird superpower. The less people laughed, the harder he went. It's like he fed on the awkwardness of famous people. Honestly, it's just beautiful to watch.
What do you think is wronger?
Wrong?
More wrong. What would you think is more wrong? Having sex with a child, human being, or an adult pig?
Like, you've got to do one. That's the
You got to
options.
do one, yeah. You're on a deserted island. But do you actually think that they would like a man's sperm?
A human.
A human being's sperm? A woman?
Well, who?
A woman.
A woman would like a man's sperm. Well, yeah, she's been biologically programmed
in her
through
mouth.
millennia.
But in your mouth, like
I am
that stuff, like
disgusting.
like those animals, little tiny tadpoles or something.
I didn't know it was going to have to get this deep. All right, then.
Yeah. He's a half a Jew and a half a self-hating Jew.
That's called anti-Semite.
An anti-Semite, yeah. He's a half a proud Jew and half a virulent anti-Semite. So
Disagree.
He's conflicted. He's a virulent anti-Semite. That's come out on the show.
This year, he says he's only going to eat meat that he's actually killed. And I was wondering, what are you adhering to lately?
I'm a vegetarian, a strict vegetarian.
No, have you done that?
Well, I eat chicken.
Let's not all that.
That's not vegetarian.
I'm not. I said I'm not strict. I eat chicken and
Steaks
beef. Or ate raw game. Did you ever eat? It's not dead yet.
No, you're
and
over
you
there.
eat it, and as you're eating it, their death throes are making you hungrier.
There's nothing.
That's better than a soybean.
Yeah, you're right.
Which sounds better, that or soybean?
Starting with the time when he hijacked his own Comedy Central roast and dropped a cold one on Jeff Ross, and it was still better than Jeff's jokes.
To transform Norm Macdonald into a star, Bucks employee.
Did you say something after star?
I love you, Norm. Wow, you never come out, Norm. You're like the J.D. Salinger of dick jokes. What's the over-under tonight? What's going to happen, Norm?
No, I wanted to read something funny, so I'm reading Marmaduke.
Oh, my God.
Stars, it was good to see those workaholic guys, because I personally am a workaholic. For many years, I was helplessly addicted to workahol. The Roastmaster General, Jeff Ross, joins us.
Hi,
Yes.
Jeff.
Welcome. Hi, everybody.
Jeff wasn't the only one burned at the stake by Norm.
Norm Macdonald, God bless you. Watching your set was like watching Henry Fonda pick blueberries.
Why, I don't think there's a person in here that would not love to watch Henry Fonda pick blueberries.
But they still had it easy. Conan O'Brien actually made the mistake of challenging Norm to be funny on the spot. You could see the exact moment the host realizes he's lost control of his own show. Trust me, you haven't seen Conan this annoyed before.
There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D. No, because
You're the biggest ass I ever met. I'm excited. Hey, it's... Well, what is this basket for?
Oh, this is an older basket. I procrastinate, as you know. And this is a basket I got you back in June.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Norm, you've had this basket since June?
Yeah.
I've seen you. You've been on the show like 3 times. Why didn't you ever give me the basket?
I keep forgetting it. But I wanted you to know I bought it. It was $60, and I wouldn't open it. I think it would smell. You say something more modern and stylish then.
Okay.
My wife went into a coma.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And the doctor said to me, you won't hear this from any 1935. He says to me, there's one way to wake her up, but it's a little unconventional. You go in there and you have oral sex with her. I said, bye. He says, I've seen it work. I said, well, I'm willing to try. So I go in there, I'm in there about 5 minutes, and I come out. I said, Doc, she's choking.
But who's Conan when Norm doesn't spare the U.S. top guard? When he was invited to perform at the 1997 White House Correspondents Dinner, you'd think he would be his best self. Well, the comedian had to bring his best roasts. Like, come on, even if it meant gunning for the President of the United States.
Of course, it was very inspiring to see President Clinton up here on crutches making a speech. I mean, I thought that was just amazing, you know. I mean, it's been difficult for the president. You know, he can't jog now, and he needs help getting around, and he's still... You know, he still occasionally suffers great pain, you know. On the upside, you got your medical marijuana, so that's, you know. You must inhale, sir. It's the only way you're going to get better. It's... I'm sorry. But it's odd. I mean, I think this is the first time that I can remember that we've had a president that is hobbled, you know, and it's tough on everybody. The Secret Service, it's not easy on the Secret Service. They have had to learn, you know, how to do this, and they've been specially trained on how to lift and carry President Clinton by top experts who've been doing this for a long time. Boris Yeltsin's Secret Service agents. They've...
Oh, you can just look at the regret on Clinton's face for inviting Norm in the first place. Well, you get what you pay for. You think Obama would take that joke better, given his reputation for being funny? But what do you know? Norm has a completely different opinion. He was pretty vocal about it at the City News interview, taking his opportunity to smoke Hillary Clinton as well. Just a bonus. Why not?
I was kind of lost with President Obama because people told me he was funny, but to me he was too self-aware. And of course Hillary couldn't have been more strident. And I think people don't vote on issues as much as they just vote on who they'd, like this, that old saw about who you'd rather have a beer with, you know. And nobody wanted to have a beer with Hillary Clinton, you know.
Basically, if he sees anyone trying too hard, he's going to call them out right there. Take his legendary takedown of Sarah Silverman.
Hey, Sarah, listen, man. Congratulations, that's the 100th time that joke's been done tonight. But I also want to tell you, I have a bet with Daniel Kellison, a rather large figure.
Daniel Kellison, who put this whole thing together way over his head.
He says you can explain what the fuck Jash is.
Jash is
pay up, fucker.
Jash is a comedy collective, a United Artists, if you will. Uniting myself, Reggie Watts, Michael Cera, and Tim and Eric. And what do? We do whatever we dream up. We shoot it, and it goes on there. We can fail, we can do well. It's total freedom.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
This is just one example of the Canadian comic's quick wit. Even his laugh is savage enough to stop a wannabe comedian in her tracks.
Like Salem witch trial people that like made witches float in water and stuff.
And then they would, they would all die because people back then didn't know how to swim.
And tell you what, it's so tame compared to the jokes he frequently did at his Norm Macdonald live podcast.
Do you feel you have white privilege?
I'm not allowed to answer those questions. Being an old white guy with extra money.
First and foremost, this downright tragic joke that got cut from the live broadcast of his Nick Swartzen interview.
Hey, for the 9th consecutive year, Nick, JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy. Oh, 9/11. Yeah, don't laugh at 9/11 again. I tried to tell him not to laugh. Adam. I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in northern Canada.
Are you still Canadian, or did you renounce that after 9/11?
What?
9/11. Remember what happened?
9/11 call from Johnny Carson?
911 call.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But 9/11 was a national tragedy.
Yes, it was.
Why do you laugh at that?
You said it. Johnny Carson died.
Okay, Johnny Carson died at 80 years old. Would you like to hear my impression?
His willingness to completely overcommit to questionable material was part of his genius, just like the Bill Cosby story he dived into during one of his stand-up shows.
And Bill Cosby, first of all, is my hero ever since I was a kid, because I always wanted to be like him, and I got his albums, tried to emulate him, but I didn't like his stand-up, but I like the way he was as a man. Because this was before, they didn't say he was a rapist on the fucking liner notes of the albums, you know?
Of course, nobody blames you, Norm. But did he get into a fight with his friend over Bill?
As my buddy said, he said, the worst part about Cosby was he was a hypocrite. And I said, I don't think that was the worst part. Imagine you're a girl. Some of you will be easier. No, imagine you're a girl. You're in a gift shop in Vegas or some shit. Go, I'm going to buy this snow globe for it's the most famous guy ever. Cosby, Cosby's there. And he's like, you want to go to my room? It's the biggest room ever. And he's like, you want a glass of water? You go, yes, that would be nice. And then you go, why is it purple? Why is it fizzing? Like in a monster movie. Just drink it. It's famous people water. They come out of the, what the fuck? I was just in the gift shop. What is that? Cosby cock? I can swear that's a Cosby cock. That's impossible. A Cosby cock? Why would there be a Cosby cock in my face? Wait a second, I remember. I'll call for help. Hypocrisy! A man committed hypocrisy on me.
Clearly, you can never guess when his joke is going to drop. But whenever it does a superhero landing.
Hollywood directors, okay? I have a huge head, all right? Okay? Now, I don't mean I have a big ego, okay? Because I don't, all right? I mean, my actual head is huge.
Oh, gosh, I forgot about that impersonation. Norm Macdonald impersonating who other than Quentin Tarantino, just one of his many people he tackles. Gosh, I still remember. Bob Dole is my ultimate favorite. I know Burt Reynolds is a big one. We'll talk about that a bit. Norm joining us now.
Take the time when he was supposed to do a stand-up at David Letterman's show, but ended up sneaking in a dig at Oprah's show.
Thanks, guys. Listen, I don't want to brag or anything, but me and Oprah are making the same money tonight. The show has loosened up considerably. I noticed I was watching Oprah and Dave talking about weed and booze. I don't do either of those. The hardest drug I ever did, LSD.
Even if he's not doing a joke, Norm knows exactly how to steal the room by adding one last zinger. He sure made Reiner speechless after calling him out for being righteous. I know, right? You gotta watch this one to make sense of it.
Some of the 200 Nigerian schoolgirls kidnapped by extremists in Nigeria have been forced to marry their kidnappers. And worse than that, they've been forced to laugh at their husbands' stories even after hearing them for the umpteenth time.
You know something.
Yeah, I know.
It's very hard to make a joke about those girls who are kidnapped. When I hear about those things, that is one of the worst. You know,
and yet you got a big laugh.
Emotional, damn!
Clearly, Mr. Macdonald had no issues laughing at morally gray jokes like this. In fact, he thrives on them. Like, his plan to survive coronavirus was downright cold-blooded. But it does make sense. So will you be a bad person if you laugh at this?
So my plan is just to not die. Survive long enough where they find a cure. Some people will have to die. But finally they'll find a cure for me.
No regrets. In fact, one time, even talk show host Dennis Miller asked him if there's a joke he shouldn't have done, and that's when Norm revealed his gay masterpiece that'll make you spit out laughing.
Have you ever done anything in your long and storied career that you consider specifically to be in bad taste as you look back on it? Maybe at the time you thought it was a good play.
Because I went to this gay pride parade, and I saw in it there were these old men and old ladies with these signs that said, "We are proud of our gay son." And so I was saying, that's an odd thing to be proud of. I had a hard time believing that these 50, 60-year-old men are actually bragging, at work like they're, hey, Bill, my kid, oh my God, we're proud of him, Johnny. He graduated from Harvard, you know, a first in his class, you know what I mean? Now he's articling over at a law firm, and, oh yeah, he loves cock. You know? This kid. He can't get enough cock in his mouth, his ass, his kid's always cock.
But my personal favorite of all is when he enlisted a very British Stephen Merchant for an assassination plot on the Queen of England. Even if you all might sympathize with his reasoning.
Unfortunately, the radio station launched the day after Princess Diana died. So it was quite, it wasn't quite the sort of fanfare and celebration.
Now
a bit like when Farrah Fawcett died and then it was usurped by Michael Jackson.
Somebody told me the Queen murdered her.
Yes, she did. Yes, that's well known in England, yeah. I'd like to apologise to the Queen.
England's not doing well financially.
Right.
Can't you get you call them your mates? Mm-hmm. They're friends. Yeah. Everybody else in the world. They call them mates. Sure. Get a couple of dozen of your mates and go down to that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
To what end?
Money.
Right. Are you an old sea captain? What is this shtick that you...
Honestly, it was enough to get him cancelled in the UK, but knowing the British, they'd howl the loudest at this joke, or at least the funny ones. Do you think this Norm Macdonald royal roast was well done, or did it still need cooking? I want you to decide that for me in the comments. Personally, I think he was just getting started.